That there is Optus Stadium in Perth, and it seats about 60,000 footy fans. And you're probably thinking, what has a footy stadium got to do with cycling? Well, it's got to do with using active transport to get to a very big game. So you can see there on the right an Eagles fan, and on the left Fremantle fans. And these are the different routes that people could take to walk to the stadium from around the river. And this is the Mataranga Bridge. Is it Mataranga? Matagarup? I can't remember. And it was built specifically to carry pedestrian traffic to the stadium across the Swan River, and it does it quite well. They built it nice and wide so it can handle the large volume of people who are walking across. Now, from the other side of the river, there's a big bus drop-off area, so obviously people can catch buses to there and get off and walk across the river. But a lot of people were walking from other areas, and they're walking a reasonably considerable distance. So on this day I happened to be riding in from kind of the north, and about 3 kilometres out where that red arrow is, I started bumping into people who were wearing footy gear, and I was thinking, what's going on here? And I'm seeing people in Eagles scarves and Fremantle jerseys, and footy's on. And there's actually a couple will come up behind in a minute who are riding, and the bloke was this bloke here, he's got an Eagles scarf around his neck, so yeah, pretty obvious. And you think about this from a Canada Bay perspective, all this money has been sunk into rebuilding Concord Stadium. Is any effort being put into providing good active transport to get to the stadium? Well, I certainly don't see any sign of that happening. Nice big car parks being built for people to drive there, but absolutely zero emphasis, as far as I can see, on enabling people to walk or cycle. And you can see here just, the sheer number of people was quite amazing. And my ride for, a lot of this was very stop-start. So we've just gone past the Windan Bridge. That's another old bridge which goes across the river, and a lot of people decided to take that instead of walking around here where I'm going through this East Perth development. And I thought, knowing that the Windan Bridge is an old bridge and the walkway is quite narrow, I'd probably have to jump off and walk across because of the crowds. I wouldn't be able to ride through them. So for me, it was faster to go through here. And this is a nice place to go around anyway. This is a new development, and I think we could learn quite a bit from it, but I'll save that for another day. And here I am back in the crowds again of all the people walking to the game. And it's a bit hard to see with it speeded up like this, but if I was running this at normal speed, you'd certainly see lots of people wearing the blue and white of the Eagles or the purple of the Dockers. So just to re-emphasise this, that if you build good active transport infrastructure, people will use it. And God, here we go again. So I've gone past the stadium and I'm now heading towards the CBD. And what do I run into? More crowds. And I'm sure if I'd gone in a different direction, it would have been exactly the same. So, Concord Oval, why aren't we building something like this to enable people to walk or cycle to the games?